Welcome back to Live from the Camper, House Edition. Wait, Mouse Edition. So today we're going to the most magical place on earth, Walt Disney World. But are we going for all those great rides? No. Are we going to see all those amazing characters? Well, maybe. We do love the characters. But actually, we're going for the food. Yeah, you heard me right, the food. And one of our favorite restaurants at Disney is at Hollywood Studios, the 50's Primetime Café. And our favorite dish there is the Mom's Old Fashioned Pot Roast. So guess what? We're gonna recreate that magic right here in our kitchen. What's that? An Instapot and a Ninja Foodi? Well, to make something as magical as the Mom's Old Fashioned Pot Roast, we had to bring out both of them. The Instapot's job today is to make the mashed potatoes. And the Ninja Foodi's job today is to make the Mom's Old Fashioned Pot Roast. Well, are you ready to bring a little of that magic back home? Good, then let's get cooking. So go ahead and hit that sear saute button and let's heat up the Ninja Foodi. So while that's heating up, go ahead and dice one medium Vidalia onion. Now you can go buy carrots and peel them and cut them up and julienne them, or you can just go to the grocery store, go to the produce section and buy matchstick style. Next you're gonna need 4 celery stalks. What you're gonna do is dice up 3 of them, because you want them diced up. You don't want big chunks of celery in this recipe, but you want the flavor. And then take the last one and matchstick it, just like those carrots. Fortunately, they don't sell them already pre-cut, so you're gonna have to do a little work. Next, you want 3 pounds of chuck roast. I went ahead and cut them like this. Cooks faster. Makes a good portion size too. Trim off any excess fat though. And the seasonings I'm using on the pot roast, I'll put down in the comment box below. Let's put in a tablespoon of olive oil. And let's sear that meat. Now go ahead and salt it. I'm using Himalaya salt, but you can use kosher salt or any kind of salt you want. And don't be shy. Go ahead and hit it with some fresh cracked pepper. We're going to sear the meat for about 3 to 5 minutes per side. And now while you're waiting for that meat to sear, go ahead and go over to Facebook and check out our Facebook group. It's called the Ninja Foodi Instapot Universe, where we can exchange ideas and pictures and tips and tricks and all that good stuff. So come on over and join. Go ahead and get yourself 3 cups of water, and today I'm using the Better Than Bouillon roasted beef base. Good way to know if it's nice and brown without flipping it over first is if it moves around now, it's ready to flip. See that one a little sticky? Not ready to flip. All right, go ahead and salt and pepper this side as well. And don't forget, salt and the peppers to taste. So if you don't want it salty, don't put as much salt in. Same goes for the pepper. Now 1 teaspoon of paprika. Go ahead and just sprinkle it on top. 1 teaspoon of onion powder. Teaspoon of garlic powder. And a teaspoon of thyme. Now go ahead and throw in 2 tablespoons of minced garlic. Kind of just throw it on top. Now, Better Than Bouillon says 1 teaspoon per 8 ounces of water. So even in my math world, I know that's 3 teaspoons. Kind of put it around the meat, not on the meat. Get the rest out of the teaspoon here. Nailed it. Now go ahead and pour that water around the meat. Oh yeah. You want enough to almost cover the meat. Now dump in those diced onions. Take out the matchsticks. Let's dump in that diced celery. We're gonna pressure cook for 35 minutes. Do a quick release, then throw the celery and the carrots in there. If you cook them now, they turn to mush. After we throw those in there, we're gonna pressure cook for 5 more minutes. That'll get them nice and tender and flavorful without turning them into baby food. Put your pressure lid on, put it to seal, and pressure cook for 35 minutes. All right, now that we're pressure cooking, let's get those potatoes ready to make the mashed potatoes. Go ahead and peel and cut up 5 pounds of potatoes. Drop them right in. Whoa, be careful with that. I cut them into chunks like this. Now I add 1.5 cups of water. Hit it with about 1 teaspoon of salt. And I like to add 1 tablespoon of minced garlic. Doesn't have to be perfectly measured. A little bit more isn't gonna hurt anything. I'm gonna hit it with a little pepper. Now put your lid on. Hit seal and pressure cook for 12 minutes. All right, the timer's gone off. Let's do a quick release. And we're still waiting for little guy to get the pressure. Red pins drop. So let's drop those carrots on top. Same with that celery. Put your lid back on, put it back into the seal position, pressure cook for 5 more minutes. All right, everything just finished at the same time. Must be that Disney magic. Let's go ahead and do a quick release. And a quick release. Hey, that pin dropped. Let's get those mashed potatoes going. Go ahead and give this a mash. Now, 4 tablespoons of butter. Drop it in there. And you want 1/2 cup of heavy cream. You can use milk if you want. I like the heavy cream. It makes the mashed potatoes creamier. Go figure. You don't want to pour it in there cold. Remember, that in the cold turns to cottage cheese. So let it get to room temperature or throw it in the microwave for a few seconds. Get that butter melted in there. Come on, butter melt. Pour in your cream. And start mashing it to the consistency you like. Now, any other time, I might put a little more cream in there to make these creamier. But since this is going on the bottom of the pot roast, I want it to be a little bit thicker. Let's give it a try though. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It needs more salt. Go ahead and add a little more pepper. As you can tell, I moved little guy over here because now we're going to focus in on that pot roast. Oh yeah, that's the way it's supposed to look and smell. Now what we want to do is get the meat and vegetables out of here so we can make the gravy. Get you a slotted spoon. Let's get it out. All right, I got 90% of the vegetables out of there, so we can make our gravy now. Go ahead and hit saute, because we need that to start boiling. And you know I gotta try a little of this meat. Look how tender that is. Oh yeah. Tell you what, if this thing doesn't hurry up and start boiling, I'm gonna eat all the mashed potatoes. So creamy and delicious. Once it starts boiling, grab your little dish and get 6 tablespoons of the broth out. Doesn't have to be perfect. Now get you 2 tablespoons of cornstarch and put it in there. And let's mix it up. Gets too thick too fast, add more broth. Oh yeah, Pyrex glass gets hot. So make it quick. Make you a little slurry. Let's put it back in here. Now let's whisk it. And let's do this till it gets thick and bubbly. So now what we're gonna do is get a little of that mashed potatoes. Put it right in the middle there. Then push down the middle a little bit so it makes a little gravy pool. Come over here and get you a little of that meat. Notice I didn't shred it all up. I'm leaving the big chunks in there, just like they do at Disney. Look at that. Doesn't that look amazing? Doesn't that look delicious? Looks just like what you get at the 50's Primetime Café. Mom's old-fashioned pot roast. Now let's get a ladle, get a little of that gravy, pour it right over the top. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that, looks just like it. Okay, my plate's different, but the food looks the same. But now here's the big key. How does it taste? Add a little more pepper, because I like pepper. Hit it with a little more salt. Now let's give it a try. First, the mashed potatoes. There's still nothing like fresh mashed potatoes. So creamy and delicious, so full of flavor. Oh yeah. All right, let's get in there on that meat. See how it just falls apart? Look at that. This falls right apart. Let's give that a try. I mean, seriously. When you wish upon a star, I'm wishing for this. 50's Primetime Mom's old-fashioned pot roast. That is super delicious. I can't wait for you to make this for your family. Well, I got one question for you. Are you hungry? Good, let's eat. So my teenage son's in his room playing video games, and all I can hear is him in there yelling. So I had to go in there and be stern and yell back and tell him, hey, I'm out here trying to record, be quiet. You know how hard it is to do when you have ears on? He didn't take me serious. I wouldn't take me serious.